If you're thinking about adding a sauna to your home, you've come to the right place. Whether you're after deep muscle recovery, a daily stress relief ritual, or just that spa-level relaxation without leaving the house, a home sauna can genuinely transform your wellness routine. I've narrowed it down to 7 outstanding options that cover every scenario, from tiny apartment corners to full backyard setups. All the product links are in the description so you can check them out. Let's dive in. First up is the Steam Spa Home Sauna Room, a 3-person indoor unit built from Canadian hemlock that packs in more features than some commercial spas. This far-infrared model uses 360-degree surround heating plates, so the heat wraps evenly around your entire body instead of only warming one side. What really sets it apart is the sensory package: Bluetooth speakers, FM radio, 3-color chromotherapy lanterns, and an oxygen ionizer that cleans the cabin air by neutralizing allergens and odors. Imagine finishing a brutal work week, stepping inside, setting the lanterns to a soft blue glow, putting on your favorite playlist, and letting the infrared heat melt the tension right out of your shoulders. The interior is genuinely massive, comfortably fitting 4 people despite the 3-person label. Assembly can be a bit counterintuitive, so set aside a patient afternoon. The power cord is also shorter than expected once it exits the unit, so make sure you have an outlet within reach before committing to a spot. But for a fully loaded indoor infrared sauna, this one is hard to beat. The Dynamic Saunas Barcelona is the go-to pick when space is your biggest constraint. This 1 to 2-person far-infrared cabin uses 6 low EMF carbon heating panels and plugs right into a standard household outlet, no special setup needed. One person can build it in a couple of hours thanks to the clasp-together design. At only 250 pounds, it tucks into a bathroom, closet, or spare corner without dominating the room. Because the interior is compact, those panels reach therapeutic temperatures significantly faster than larger models, perfect for squeezing in a quick morning session before heading out the door. Dual control panels inside and outside let you preheat from the hallway without opening the door and losing warmth. Fair warning, calling it a 2-person sauna is generous. 2 adults will be bumping knees the entire time. Compared to the Steam Spa, you trade that massive volume and all the sensory extras for pure convenience and a footprint that works almost anywhere. And if you're a renter, the clasp system means you can break it down and take it to your next apartment without leaving a trace. Now, let's go big. The Backyard Discovery Paxton is a 4 to 6-person traditional cedar barrel sauna powered by a 9-kilowatt Harvia heater loaded with 25 pounds of sauna rocks. Temperatures reach 194 degrees Fahrenheit, plus you can pour water over those stones for thick, lung-opening steam. That sudden humidity spike dramatically increases the perceived temperature, triggering an intense sweat response that gives your cardiovascular system a serious workout. The barrel design eliminates cold air pockets that collect in rectangular corners, so heat circulates continuously and evenly. Built from natural cedar, the wood resists moisture, decay, and insects while staying cool enough on the benches that you won't burn yourself at full blast. Picture a freezing January evening. You tap the Wi-Fi controller on your phone from inside the house, and the Paxton is roaring at 190 degrees by the time you walk outside. Being an outdoor unit, it does need professional installation for the heavy-duty wiring, which is standard for traditional barrel saunas at this level. The cedar staves also need periodic band tightening during the first year as the wood settles with seasonal changes. But for authentic extreme heat sauna culture, nothing on this list even comes close. The Sunray Sequoia bridges indoor convenience with genuinely spacious capacity. Crafted from Canadian red cedar with tongue and groove construction, this 4-person unit smells incredible the moment it heats up, that natural aroma acting like built-in aromatherapy without needing any synthetic oils. 10 carbon nano heaters push it to 140 degrees with one of the lowest EMF ratings on the market. Here's the real game changer though: the benches are removable. Clear the floor, lay down a mat, and do hot yoga or stretching inside the sauna. Try doing that in the Barcelona. Compared to the Steam Spa, you lose the oxygen ionizer and lanterns, but gain significantly more usable space and that gorgeous cedar construction. Those 10 heaters bring the massive interior from cold to 120 degrees in about 25 minutes, even sitting in an uninsulated basement. One heads up, real-world width comes in around 70 inches, not the 69 in the specs, so add a little buffer if you're fitting it into a tight alcove. It does need a 20-amp outlet instead of the standard 15, but that's a quick swap any electrician can handle in under an hour. The Allot 1-person infrared sauna is genuinely impressive for tight living situations. Built from finished spruce at just 107 pounds, it takes up roughly 6 square feet and plugs straight into any regular household outlet. The standout feature here is a tourmaline foot warmer. Heat rises aggressively in compact saunas, which usually leaves your feet cold while the rest of you bakes. The Allot solves this by placing an active heating element right beneath your feet, delivering truly uniform full-body heat from the ground up. You also get 7-color chromotherapy and Bluetooth speakers, features you'd normally only find on saunas at a much higher tier. And because the cabin is so small, it reaches full temperature in a fraction of the time larger units need, so you can step in almost immediately after turning it on. For someone in a studio apartment who thought owning a real wooden sauna was out of the question, this is a genuine game changer. The trade-off is height. At just over 60 inches tall, you cannot stand inside, and the spruce is more humidity sensitive than hemlock or cedar, so keep it in a climate-controlled room. The Dynamic Saunas Andorra is the Barcelona's bigger sibling, and it solves that model's biggest complaint. With an interior nearly 50% larger, 2 adults can genuinely sit side by side without pressing shoulders. It plugs right into a standard outlet with the same clasped-together assembly, so setup is just as straightforward. The adjustable roof vent is a subtle but smart touch, letting fresh air in to prevent that stale, stuffy feeling without dropping the temperature. A 7-year heater warranty and lifetime wood warranty offer serious peace of mind. Think about it. You both come home after a long day, fire up the Andorra, sit together for 30 minutes of quiet disconnected time, and come out feeling completely reset. This is the sweet spot for couples wanting a shared daily ritual. The max temperature caps at 140 degrees, which delivers a gentler, more meditative kind of warmth compared to the Paxton's aggressive, skin-tingling blast. Different vibes, both fantastic. Finally, the InfraDeluxe vertical barrel flips outdoor sauna design on its head, literally. Instead of lying sideways like the Paxton, it stands upright in Japanese cedar, taking up far less ground space while offering nearly 79 inches of ceiling height. That permanently solves the headroom issue that plagues horizontal barrels, where taller users often have to hunch near the curved edges. A 6-kilowatt Harvia stove delivers genuine wet and dry heat exceeding 190 degrees. The Japanese cedar resists decay naturally, holding up for 10 to 20 years outdoors without chemical treatments. The 5-color LED lighting behind a full glass door makes it an absolute showpiece on any patio. Like the Paxton, it needs professional installation since it's a heavy-duty outdoor unit, and it does ship via sea freight with a 45 to 55-day lead time. The sauna stones aren't included either, so you'll want to source those locally before it arrives. Compared to the Paxton, you trade group capacity and heat circulation for a dramatically smaller footprint and a striking vertical look. So let's wrap it up. For the tightest spaces, the Allot or Barcelona deliver real sauna heat with zero hassle. The Allot winning on pure compactness, and the Barcelona on sturdier construction and portability. For couples, the Andorra hits that perfect middle ground. If you need room to move, stretch, or do hot yoga indoors, the Sequoia is unmatched. The Steam Spa wins on sheer feature count and full sensory immersion. And for traditional outdoor steam culture, the Paxton dominates on raw power, while the InfraDeluxe offers that same finish heat in a space-saving vertical package. All the links are in the description. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next roundup, and happy sweating!